All right, let's talk about keeping our ego in check when we're losing weight. I had a great conversation with one of my clients the other day who I was talking to her about how sometimes ego can be the thing that messes us up from getting to our goals. And she said, Heather, how can somebody who's really overweight have an ego problem? I don't get that. And I said, you have to remember, ego is the focus of I. All the I statements, they're ego driven. What it is we are worried about what others think of us. It's that it's the view of ourselves in the world, right? So a lot of times for me, the way that ego would show up and really mess me up when it came to my weight loss was I should be smart enough to figure this out on my own. I should be able to do this on my own. I can't possibly share this with anybody else. They won't understand. It's very self-isolating because what it is it sets you apart on your own little isolated island where you are kind of a unique snowflake, where you ultimately can't, no one else could potentially relate to you. You're so broken and messed up and yada, yada, yada. And it wasn't until I realized my ego was in full swing there, and absolutely I was not a snowflake. Absolutely I was not the only one struggling with binge eating. Absolutely was I going to be battling this chronic condition for the rest of my life, and I had to let other people in. The medicine to fix me and my ego issue with this was to become more humble, to realize that I am better with a we mentality. We can do this. I need to lean into other people. I need to ask for help. I need to be willing to share and not try to guess what others are thinking of me, right? Oh my gosh, if I share this in the community, what will others think of me? What is the perception of me when I go to see my family for the holidays and they see that I've gained 20 pounds? Those are all those ego thoughts, because what it is, to be honest with you, most people, they don't notice what we think they notice. We notice it because it's about us, right? But others don't pay attention to us the way we make the stories in our head. So here's how I started working on it. I became really aware of that ego poking through, and it would always want to isolate me. It would always want me to be by myself. It would always be afraid of others' thoughts and perceptions of me. And what I had to do was say, nope, that thought process never helped me get to my goal. When I isolate, when I think I should be something I'm not, when I think I should be able to do something all by myself, I know that's my ego. So I have to come back and say, no, I'm better with others. I need to lean into others. I need to share my reality. I need to make it publicly known. I need to not hide behind an illusion of what I want others to think of me. That's a very powerful place to be, because what it is, you won't isolate. You will reach out. You will share, because you're not worried about what everyone else thinks of you and how they view you in the world. And it's kind of to me, it's a much better place to be. I've been in both. And the problem with the ego, the way the ego is, it's what holds people back from going to the gym. What will they think of me when they see me in the gym? Well, you're assuming they're even seeing you in the gym. That was a big light bulb moment for me. Like, they're so busy staring at themselves, they are not even seeing me in the gym, let alone, saying anything. But in my mind, right, my ego was like, oh my gosh, you can't potentially go to the gym at your weight. What will everyone think? They don't think anything because they don't even notice me. But see how my ego is holding me back, right? So where I have really blossomed, and what I want to encourage you to do, is start to notice that when you hear those thoughts that force you into isolation, that force you not to go to the gym, that make you not want to reach out for help, support, say, you know what? I'm not letting my ego win on this one. I'm going to assume others are struggling too. I'm going to assume I am smart, but I need to get support for something that I've always struggled with. I shouldn't be able to do this on my own. I should ask for help, because that way I'm letting other people in, right? And that's a game changer. So I hope this idea maybe helps. It's also really tied into this idea of what's motivating you to do this journey. Is it an internal drive or an external drive? Is it about what others will think of you and how you look, or how you will feel about yourself? Really kind of diving into that as well. So I hope this deeper conversation helps. I hope you understand this concept of ego that I'm talking about. Again, it's the one that wants to separate you from everything else, from everyone else, kind of putting you in self-isolation. Don't let it do that. Realize that the problems you have, many others have. You needing help is not something to be ashamed of. You going to the gym at your weight is not a problem. Most people are not even going to notice. But our ego tends to make us believe everyone's watching us, everyone's noticing, everyone's being critical. They're not, because they're being critical of themselves. We are critical of ourselves, right? So we don't have to worry as much about these things, and we can choose to break out of that trap we've been in and actually get help. All right, guys, I hope this video helps you today. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video, leave questions in the comments. I will do my best to turn out videos to help you moving forward based on some of those questions and comments. You take care, and I'll talk to you soon.